Hello guys and girls and welcome back to whatever the fuck does! I don't know. Today I'm going to talk to you about why communities stop growing and stagnate, plateau, whatever you want to call it. They just do that on YouTube. So yeah, let's just there's something what I noticed in the commentary community. If you don't know what the commentary community is, they basically just talk about trending topics and shit like that and try and slag each other off and stuff. And I've noticed in the motovlogging community and quite a few of others is that they reach a point, or the community reaches a point where they just stop growing or they plateau out. They just not many new people come in. There's no one really interested, and sometimes it even starts into a little bit of a decline. And you can see it in the motovlogging community. The problems we have with the motovlogging community is that it's limited reach. Not everyone likes motorbikes, you know, the weird fuckers I know. There are people out there that don't actually like motorbikes, and there are people out there that don't like vlogging out, and you combine the two and they really won't like you. You know, so motovlogging does have a limited reach, and your genre will have a limited reach. But the sole reason why most communities stop growing is, and it's the same for society in general, you know, the Western world and all this stuff shit, is that there's a lack of innovation, you know, and this is what's happened in the commentary community. There's a lack of innovation. It's, shall we say, it's happening in the motovlogging community. Don't want to start any drama, but it's not happening in the motovlogging community either, and it doesn't happen in the gaming community or the beauty community, you know what I mean, all the life vloggers. There's the reason why is that people just, right, here's how it goes. There's a little hierarchy system in all of YouTube's communities. We've got the elites, the top guys, the million pluses and all that type of stuff, or in motovlogging you've got 100,000s and pluses and all this. And then you've got the mid-level guys and then the small guys. And the small guys and mid-level guys want to aspire to be the big guys, and the big guys are supposed to be leading the pack, you know. They're the ones that have been here ages, and they're the ones that are doing all new stuff. It's supposed to be. But here's the problem, is that as humans we just generally get fucking lazy. And we fall into routines very easily, and we fall into ruts very easily. And it's the same for all the communities on YouTube, you know. The big guys will do something, the small guys will copy it, it'll get overdone, overused, oversaturated, and then rinse and repeat, and it'll just happen time and time again. But the problem is the big guys in a lot of communities aren't actually doing anything innovative or new. You know what I mean? They're just doing little bits here and there. They're not really pushing the boundaries of what they can do. They're just like they're just plodding along and doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? They're just making videos. They're not actually trying to do something different and creative and shit like that. They're just making videos, you know what I mean? Run-of-the-mill videos a lot of the time. And this filters all the way down to the small guys, you know. The small guys will start copying and start doing all this type of stuff. And it happens in all communities. I'm not just saying motovlogging, I'm talking about gaming and all the other communities, you know. So what the leaders really should be doing is pushing the boundaries of what to do, you know. Not just doing stuff because it's cool and shit like that, but actually try and do something different. And that's how communities will carry on growing, because if you're a big guy, if you're a big creator, you'll be leading the pack, you'll be at the very front, you know. And every time you're at the front, you're supposed to be coming up with a new idea to push the boundaries and evolve the community. Then the small guys will copy that. By the time the small guys have copied what you're doing, you've already pushed onto another new thing. And here's what a lot of people don't do is we just carry on doing the same fucking stuff. We carry on doing the same thing. We don't try and do anything different, you know. Like how the American vloggers have started the build series is up, you know, Motonosity and Chase. And then gradually that will filter down to the smaller guys. The smaller guys will start doing build series, and then it'll be overdone, overused, and blah blah blah. And then rinse and repeat, like I said. But how about, here's an idea, how about doing an anti-build series? How about getting a Cat D or a Cat E bike, taking it the fuck apart? Just take it apart, sell the parts on. Make a little bit of money back. So spend a couple £100 on a shitty bike, what's a non-runner, take all the parts away, document that you take in the parts where people watch it. They really will. People watch a build series, people watch a destruction series or a destroying series. They really will. Sell the parts on eBay and make some money back. How about an anti-build series? How about that? You gotta see what the big guys are doing in the communities. This is for everyone, right? See what the biggest people in your community are doing, and then do something totally the fucking opposite of it. It's kind of how it's kind of links into a little bit of how to stand out on YouTube. That video up there in the card. Do the opposite of what is the current trend. Do the opposite, or do something completely different, or twist it on its head. It's like how I can't remember, someone asked on Twitter about installing the Senna video and should they make it because it's been overdone. So I said do how to not install a Senna video. just put it on, just try and put it on random bullshit things like a fucking tree or a sheep or a dog. Just how not to install a Senna. That'll still get views because it'll be like, what the fuck? It'll be a bit of funny, it'll be a bit different, stand out a little bit, you know. It's too easy for people to fall into ruts, and this is what it comes down to really. It's too easy for us as creators to fall into the routine and fall into the rut of doing the same thing over and over and over, you know. But just because I'm doing this, I'm always trying to do little things. It doesn't have to be a big change. Just because I'm saying change things up, you know what I mean? I'm saying don't get stuck in a rut. Nice indicator, you fuckwit. They're an optional extra. They're an optional fucking extra. Did they cost too much? Anyway, just because I'm saying don't get stuck in a rut, it doesn't mean change your entire content completely. It means change little tiny bits, make little changes all the time, so that you're constantly evolving and constantly changing. If you go back to when I first started doing these YouTube edutainments, helping other people out type videos, you'll see that it's changed over time. It's progressed, you know, and it's going to change even further in the future the further I get. Because the bigger I get, I want to start doing like creator interviews and stuff. I want to start talking to other motovloggers, maybe even doing dual vlogs, you know, just using the Senna, ring them up, do some little interviews with them, how they're finding YouTube, and pass on information that way. There's loads of different things what I want to do, but I've got to evolve it to get to that, to a higher standard and get more people on board, you know what I'm saying? There's a time to do that sort of stuff, and it's not yet, because I've not got the weight of the subs or views behind me yet. But anyway, that's me, and there's a little bit of a plan. But don't get stuck in a rut. Always be thinking of new things to do. This is what stagnates communities, again, just doing the same thing over and 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 over. This is what kills communities, you know. That's what kills communities. This was meant to be a quick video, it's turned into a little bit of a rant. And a way that you can keep evolving a little bit is to use playlists. Now, playlists are one of the most underused features on YouTube. I'm just checking there's no one behind me, so I don't have to speed up too much. Playlists are one of the greatest things. They really are, because if someone gets into watching a playlist, they can bump your stats up to fuck. And not only will they bump your stats up, your videos will get more promotion. Playlists are brilliant. To talk about playlists in a blog post up here in the card, go check that out. Not right now because I'm still talking. But try and think of getting to the idea of doing playlists and series of videos, you know. Like I've just started one called YouTube 101, which covers the basics of YouTube, you know, those really little simple things which we might know about, we might not as new creators or old creators. It just help people along. But I'm also going to do another series. I'm going to try and start doing a new playlist every month, just one playlist every month with a new idea or a new take on things. I'm going to try to. It might not work, I might fail at it, but at least give it a try. At least give shit a try, you know what I'm saying? Be a bit different. Be a bit different and do the anti what the crowd is doing. Do anti what the crowd is doing. See what they're doing. Go fuck off elsewhere, because here's a community, right? And the more people in this community, the more filled up it gets, and the more it starts to look like a black hole. A little black hole, because there's fuck all going there. It's just too overwhelming, okay? And what will this black hole do? It'll suck out everything around it. It'll just destroy everything around it and suck it all in and be nothing there. Whereas you could be the sun, fucking light years away from that black hole, doing what the fuck you want with your bright fucking ideas. Be the fucking sun. Be the sun, don't be the black hole. Yeah, be the sun, motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that was a little bit of a rant, but that's why communities are stagnating. That's why communities aren't growing. That's why people are getting sick of the commentary community. That's why the motovlogging community will only have a certain reach, because there's no innovation in there, and people get stuck into a rut. So yeah, try and not do that. Try and not do that. That's all I have to say. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the motovlogging community has reached its zenith, that is no longer gonna grow, that it's gonna stay at this bit? I don't want it to stay at this. I want it to be as big as vlogging, as gaming. I want it to be bigger than those motherfuckers. Why? Because we're cooler, for one. We've got bikes. And we go places and shit. We don't just sit in front of a computer with a Canon fucking Rebel camera pointing at us with a shotgun mic. We actually do shit. And this is why the motovlogging community could be one of the biggest. Could be one of the biggest, but it's getting limited by people getting stuck into doing the same old, and the leaders not actually leading or innovating or doing anything really different. Anyway, some of them. There's a lot of them, but some of them don't. Anyway, that's what I have to say. I hope I'm not pissed anyone off with this. All my stuff I don't want to piss anyone off with. I just want to say shit as I think it or feel it or something. And that's how I'm going to carry on being. So if anyone gets butthurt by me saying that you're stuck in a rut and you're not an innovator, then that's on you. I don't give a shit. Truth hurts, bitches. The truth hurts. Anyway, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you really like this video and want to see more on YouTube, how to grow, yada yada yada, click or tap that subscribe button right there. If you want to see another video of mine straight away, check it out right there. That's just for you. But for now, ride safe and peace the fuck out.